uncover the truth and only the truth. I am Judge Muna.
And I'm guest judge Zain.
In this courtroom, what happens? Tell them.
It becomes very messy.
Because I'm too messy. Alright, now in each session, I am joined by a guest judge and a claimant and defendant who will present their cases and make their arguments, and then it's up to us to come up with the final verdict.
Yep, but before we get into that juicy stuff, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button.
Hit it!
So that you don't miss on any future content. So let's get started.
Alright, let's see the case today.
Okay.
Mrs. Xue Ling has filed a case against Mr. Afiq bin Ismail, the bus captain of bus 888, alleging public mistreatment and claiming she was unfairly forced to leave the bus while managing a child and a stroller. However, Mr. Afiq claims that he was simply adhering to bus regulations and handled this situation professionally. This case delves into everyday challenges faced by bus captains in Singapore, emphasizing the need to uphold public transport rules while fostering mutual respect and understanding amongst commuters. Public transport is something I take.
You sure?
Yeah, you?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but before we can begin, you guys must be warned. Whatever that you say in this court, whatever accusations, must only be the truth and the truth. If not, what happened? You see this one? This
This
one
time we have 2 nuggets.
will fine you.
And really, the fine is expensive. Yeah.
You start first.
So you must swear
good
in.
catch.
Okay? Yeah.
I, Miss Xue Ling, will only say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Oh, good.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. Pass it on, please. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, see, angry already this one. She like this, you know?
I, Mr. Afiq bin Ismail,
Okay.
swear to say the truth and always the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
Mr. Afiq, you come from work, is it? You wear your
Yeah, I immediately from work.
Alright, let's begin with opening statements. I see you side-eyeing him. Let's start with you, Mrs. Xue Ling.
Very simple. That day when I was shopping, my husband car, Lamborghini Rolls Royce, couldn't manage to. was under-
Yeah, your husband drive which one? The Lamborghini or Rolls
either
Royce?
one lah, based on his mood.
Then both is what? Sport.
I don't usually take the bus one. If not, I will not even see his face. But anyways, I had to go to the cold storage. Do you normally call that supermarket? Yeah, whatever.
Not what supermarket you go to. Cold storage is already atas, you know. We go to like How Mart and Twisty.
Yeah, like Sheng Siong would be a good vibe actually, that one.
So that day, I was using my stroller with my baby in the stroller, right? And then I was carrying a lot of stuff. And then this guy kept asking me to fold the stroller. And then I couldn't have the time and everything. It was just chaotic. And my baby was crying and she needed milk, all this kind of thing. And then he was like, can you please move? I already give a little bit of space for the... Who is that?
A wheelchair-bound passenger.
Yeah, that guy. To go in, to move into the place, okay? And then like he was nagging, and then after that everybody was staring at me. Nobody even want to like give me a seat or something. Then I was just very distressed.
Where's your mate?
Of things.
Off day.
Also Sunday lah, Sunday.
I think I've been a bus driver for quite some time, for 15 years.
Wow,
And for
50.
15 years, yeah, my
Wait, you
first
how
job.
old actually?
I'm 28. Like before that, I was like, helping my father, then take over the business. Anyway, yeah, so
Yes.
we don't call it SBS, we call it Sibo Siam. In this establishment.
The father is
Cannot say,
the son is Afiq.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was in the bus driving, and then there is a wheelchair-bound passenger that entered.
Yeah.
So obviously, a wheelchair-bound passenger is supposed to be at the handicap spot,
Okay.
right?
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
suddenly there's all this commotion at the back. I don't know what happened. So I went back and I found out that Miss Xue Ling here doesn't want to fold her stroller for the wheelchair-bound passenger. The whole altercation goes for almost 30 minutes. There's so many people. It was early in the morning. People want to go to school. People want to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I had to put my foot down and follow the bus regulation as a bus captain to remove any passenger who is causing too much nuisance.
Okay.
It's not she said
Yeah.
the mate off day Sunday. Now people go to school and go to work.
Somebody
Yeah,
is
somebody is lying, yeah.
And the nugget are watching, okay?
Correct.
Through their 3D glasses. This is your first time taking a bus?
Your whole life never take bus before.
No.
So that means even as a kid, wait, I love that the jury is like totally judging like first time take a bus. Ew. How about other forms of public transport?
Like
okay?
MRT.
Order, jury, order, yeah.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
Okay.
Like, do you know how a bus works?
Scan the card, and then you take the bus, and then you alight.
Ah.
Okay, but do you know that there's also etiquette when you are sharing space with other members of the public?
Yeah, I already shifted my space for him to move in a bit.
Okay, but like for example, in a bus setting, if you have a stroller and your stroller is open, you are supposed to close it, especially when there's a wheelchair-bound passenger, that they have to be given priority. Did he not explain that to you?
He did, but I don't have the capacity to do it.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Oh no, just now she said she got a lot of groceries and then she carrying baby or
Yeah.
Okay, but you can also ask for help from the passengers, can't you? Or from the bus captain itself?
Yeah,
Is that-
at that moment, if I remember correctly, there were some passengers who are willing to move their seats so that you can
Who
sit
is
down.
willing to let their baby being touched by someone else?
You can hold the baby, ma. The groceries can be placed.
Then who is gonna touch
elsewhere.
my Merly stroller?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not cheap, okay?
What is this stroller?
Merly.
So it's like the Lamborghini of strollers, you're telling me that?
Kind of.
Oh. And how much does it cost?
Yeah.
$360. Eh,
160.
Even my bus tire expensive, more expensive than that.
So is there a chance that you actually don't know how to close?
no?
Okay, I understand she's carrying a baby, she's
Yeah.
carrying groceries. She does have a lot.
Yeah, correct.
How did you communicate to her? Were you rude? Were you aggressive?
Yeah.
I think as a bus captain of 15 years, I've
Say
met
lah,
Why
a
must you
lot
keep
of
saying 15 years?
passengers who aren't that great.
Yeah.
So far, the second I say the rules, they immediately are apologetic. But then for Miss Xueling, the whole communication was back and forth about whether or not you can close the stroller, whether or not you can give the groceries to other people to put on someone's chair for a while. Everyone here got some place to be. You can take the next bus.
Can you demonstrate like how you
Demonstrate,
communicate to her
Yes.
on the days?
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind moving a little bit for our wheelchair-bound passengers here?
I see that I have like my baby in the stroller. I
On
have
the
so
car.
many things.
But I think you can move a little bit slightly to this.
Can I
area.
move here? Can?
Yeah, a little bit more because I think this one requires more space. Do you mind the people over here move? Yeah, then everyone's moving.
Okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah,
But she likes that sweet
No, so
spot.
my question is, if behind me got space, why can't the guy just go behind me and instead I must move?
Because you're at that space where the wheelchair-bound passenger is supposed to be, ma.
Yeah, that space
Yeah,
is
that's it.
allocated for a wheelchair bound.
You can be slightly in front, near there's a backrest area, I think.
Especially when the bus is crowded, they are given the highest priority to board the bus.
The way that he's reenacting now is actually not
Oh, is
how
it?
it is.
Oh, why
Okay,
don't you
yeah,
reenact?
please.
Pretend to be him.
Yeah.
It's like
I would love to see
Hi.
it.
Action.
immediately, hi, excuse me, can you move?
Oh.
Okay?
That's what I said, but not at that tone.
No, it
Mm.
was that tone.
So what? As soon as he said, excuse me, can you move? You shut out because you think that's rude. I'm not going to claim this. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, based on the logo, it does says that lah. But I wouldn't stop the person if say the what's it called, the wheelchair person needs help with the button and all that. I will still help. What? So why specifically must they like go to the location? I don't understand. I really don't understand.
What do you mean why they go to the location? As in where is allocated
Yeah,
for
yeah.
them?
What?
Because it is lah, specially allocated for them. Faham tak?
Because the floor got the symbol, the wheelchair logo.
Technically, like, you know, if parents with strollers when they take the bus, they can actually put their strollers at the wheelchair space that's allocated with the brakes of the stroller being engaged. But if there is a wheelchair bound person, they take priority. That is the rule.
Absolutely.
That is the rule.
And taking public transport, you have to be a bit more considerate.
Correct.
It's not just about your own comfort. Other people are taking it too.
Correct.
Let's go with Mrs. Schwelling.
Mr. Shred.
So I've compiled a number of like Facebook groups that moms are complaining about like them being unable to use the stroller on the bus and all this kind of stuff. And they are really, really mentally and physically distressed by it because there's always people like him emphasizing on the rule, and sometimes rules can be bent, right?
Okay, let's see. Taking the bus with young kids and a stroller is one of the hardest things as a mother. There's barely enough space and some passengers give us dirty looks like we're a nuisance, okay? I've had times when I struggled to get on and no one offered to help. Alamak. Public transport in Singapore should be more accommodating for parents with strollers, okay? Full-time mother of 3.
Yeah. She's legit because she got 3 times already. Good.
So according to Narelle King, look like Nora King, who goes by Rachel Tan in this image. I was once forced to fold my stroller while carrying a diaper bag and holding my baby. Okay, this is similar to you.
Yeah, okay.
The bus suddenly moved and I almost fell. Alamak!
Ayo.
It's already tough managing a child alone, and now we're expected to wrestle with strollers too. There should be clearer policies that take parents' struggles into account. Safety should come first. I feel like this evidence, this is valid. And like I said, like we completely understand, but I think the situation at hand and you suddenly bringing him to court and suing him is a bit tough. You have a photo taken of the area on the bus, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Okay, this one. Can you tell us more about this?
Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh wow, this one who take one actually?
I think it's one of like the person beside me just take a snapshot, and I caught that the guy was like using his phone.
Okay. You presented us this photo to show that there was space for the wheelchair.
Exactly what I say.
Found
I already
that-
moved.
As in the space you're referring to is this?
Yeah.
But okay, you saw the wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
Look like what?
Yeah, squarish.
It's about the size of
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, very
Very good, this bus captain.
Do you honestly think that a wheelchair can fit into here? Jury, please take a look at this.
Yeah.
Hey, that one laughing at you.
Hey, jury,
Can.
Can you
Jury
see
lah, not
this
you.
you see
Okay.
this image it's a bit blur.
Yeah.
But the wheel is already here. If you look at it, the wheel is quite big because I think you also got give me the
Yes.
Ah.
This is the photo of your
the
Merlin
photo
stroller.
Yeah.
the Merlin stroller. So if you were to like look at the image the wheel's actually quite big one. Actually,
Yes.
if you put here, how to fit?
Can lah.
I feel like you send in evidence that goes against your case.
Yeah, leh.
This helped us with his case actually.
I think this picture wasn't really clear. It was a
Mm.
very crowded bus. Yeah, even so, you move it like that.
There's no space for her.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I
Then
understand.
can't they just move?
I understand the amount of grocery because I think there's a two-level thing, right? They should
Yeah.
put the groceries in the bottom part. So
Oh.
I understand when you kiap it, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, but
Taufik,
it
I
seems
think
like
your
you can carry
observation
lah.
need to improve. One need to observe more, one need to listen more.
You can carry.
Because I don't think I see any groceries in the evidence.
There's some stuff downstairs. No?
Like
Yeah.
a tissue.
Tissue lah.
Mr. Afiq, you have evidence that you've submitted as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's go with the extract from the SBS regulation first. This is the sign that you showed here as well.
Mm.
For the safety of your child, caregiver should hold on to the stroller at all times.
Stroller should be folded to give priority to wheelchair user. You see this sign, Miss Shelling?
He just threw me the.
I think because he was standing there with like this, so that's why you covered the entire thing. You know, in the picture that you took.
But you did communicate this
of course,
to her, didn't
I
you?
had to.
Before you board the bus, like, do you see this sign? It says here, please fold your stroller if the bus is crowded.
Next evidence is your incident log report.
This one.
I think this one you read lah.
Tempered.
I politely inform her of the bus regulations which require strollers to be folded if needed to accommodate to a wheelchair user. However, she refused, citing that folding the stroller would cause her distress and inconvenience to her child. It continues, despite repeated explanations of the necessity to prioritize the wheelchair user, Mrs. Sherling remained uncooperating. Other passengers also attempted to mediate,
Oh, yeah, you see?
but she insisted on keeping the stroller open, leading to a delay in approximately 30 minutes. She was repeatedly getting agitated and shouting.
You were yelling.
There was another statement. This one who? Thomas Steele.
Oh, that's the guy on the wheelchair.
Oh!
Mr. Thomas.
Okay. You
Finally hear from Thomas Teo. Let's go.
He said, as a wheelchair user, I rely on public transport for mobility and appreciate the accessibility measures in place to accommodate individuals with disabilities. On that day, when I boarded the bus, I saw that the designated wheelchair space was occupied by an open stroller. The bus captain, Mr. Afiq, politely requested
Politely.
that the stroller to be folded to make room for me. However, the stroller's owner, Mrs. Sherling, outright refused. She became defensive and aggressive, raising her voice and insisting that her child's stroller should not be moved. There's more.
There's more.
So, when she refused to cooperate, she rolled her eyes. This one is to Thomas.
Oh,
Imagine.
roll your is that Thomas?
She rolled her eyes, huffed loudly, and at one point even told me to just wait or take another bus.
As I said, I shifted. Is he don't want to accept the space?
Yeah, but you shifted, but it's not enough, girl. I mean, look at the size of the wheelchair.
You're challenged, Mr. Afiq.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Afiq, I feel that there's a lot of pent-up frustration. Yeah, hold on to the comfort chicken.
Comfort chicken.
Yes.
The comfort chicken is there for you. You actually have one more piece of evidence that you would like to present to us, actually in the form of a person.
Vivian, someone who is an NTU student who is on the bus with me. And she was the one who stepped in first, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
So let us bring in the witness.
No,
Extra.
not Google
Eh?
Slides.
She's on the
Canva.
phone. Excuse me, this is
Excuse
a
me.
call. Bring this. You're supposed to surrender your phone at the start. Where's our security?
Okay, Canva and ChatGPT, okay? You all know your English sucks, okay?
So do you swear that whatever statements you make in this court is the truth and nothing but the truth?
I, Vivian Palermo, NTU student, swear that my statements are the truth and nothing but the truth.
Mr. Afiq, you can tell us why you brought Vivian.
Yes.
I wish I had her guts. She was very assertive. She knows that she's gonna be late. She ignited something in me. She was like, me as a bus driver, I should also be as assertive because I know this is my bus. I have the
Yes.
right
Correct.
company. You know, I'm
Correct.
following the regulations.
Wait, how much
she
you pay
gives me
her
strength.
first? How much you pay her first?
I mean, you will talk when I'm done.
Oh.
No, I don't
I-
pay her.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
I see, I see.
That's why I need
Miss
the
Shirling.
gavel.
I found it outlandish that you should accuse my character of being bought.
Huh?
How could you accuse me of being bought? I'm here to bring justice against you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm here
You
to
She said for
yourself.
what grades?
No, wait.
Hey, your hand, be careful.
You yourself also, when I was in distress, right, as a mother, it's so stressful in the bus. You didn't even bother to give up your seat as well.
So as we all know, what happened? Because of Miss Shirling's behavior, abhorrent behavior, what happened? There was a 30-minute delay.
Yes.
Buses,
Yes.
And because of that, I was late. And
Yes.
as a result, my attendance dropped by 0.01%. I've been an exemplary student my whole life. Even my
Wait, what are you
nursery
studying?
teachers- I'm studying law.
Law.
Oh, she wants to take over.
Okay, competition, I see.
Oh.
Hey, first of all, the attendance, no one care lah. 0. Don't know what percent.
I'm going to be Attorney General, so you watch out.
With the attitude. Maybe not.
I call my
You better
resignation now.
make sure. I do believe as a proper courtroom etiquette,
Yes, yes,
it's
yes.
necessary that we let the witness finish
Yes,
first
yes,
before
yes.
any
And
cross-examination.
that proper courtroom etiquette, you come in on your phone, you think that's okay,
You
man?
never even bow to her.
You
You bow
the
now.
photo. You
go
still want to
and
be
bow.
Attorney General.
Order,
Eh,
order.
I will write your reference, you know.
Order.
You be careful.
Lah.
Eh,
Oh, thank God.
Hey,
you cannot order. This court is going crazy, okay? All right, I just need to state the rules again. We are the judges. We make the rules. Just like how in the bus captain has the last say.
yeah.
Okay?
Might I say,
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
continue.
now you can say
even if I'm here as your witness, I'm still an officer to the court, and you lie, Mr. Afiq, you lie.
Eh?
You said that other people stepped in. That's not true.
Oh.
I was the only one that stepped in.
Oh, that was. You are the one, and there was other people
No,
also.
no, no.
Yeah, there was.
When Laying step in, right? They step in closer. Got video or not? Got video. Yeah.
That's where,
That's
that's
all.
where I get the photo from.
You know how she said it was groceries? It wasn't groceries.
Oh.
Mm.
What is it?
Stroller full of labubus. She was smuggling that.
Her baby?
That wasn't a baby.
No, baby! You were fighting on the track. You only one.
That's
No, father.
Look at her purse. Look at her purse. You show them right now.
Yeah.
One only
There
lah.
was a baby.
Two.
Two.
Okay, babe, you're not helping your case here by showing off your labubu. Where is this baby in question tonight?
Yeah,
No,
right. That
and
baby
you
right
very
now
good
is at
one.
home lah.
Ah,
Siao.
Okay, at home.
You're going to law leh.
That's why. Oh, is it
lying
because
eh.
you dress your baby up in labubu onesie?
Oh wait, that
might
day,
be-
yes.
I
That day,
remember.
yes.
Yes.
I bought a onesie labubu.
I remember.
Ah.
I
for
was
my
there.
baby, yeah.
So you think it's a giant labubu baby lah?
Yes, yes. The
100% labubu.
Perhaps.
The new
Let's
one's
go with
pride.
There was a
story.
baby. I remember.
Let's go with
The
that
new one's
story.
pride. Okay, but you know what? That's not the point. We all know you've been lying this entire time. Okay? So, I am filing,
I
I'm
can't see you, Sia.
countersuing,
Oh.
not just
Count
Shirley.
Wait.
I'm also
I'm not prepared for this. You never tell me to count.
I did. I get the brief for only one
Okay,
case.
Okay, I'm also countersuing Mr. Afiq
She double lah, oi.
On behalf that he failed his duty
Ayuh.
to the Singaporean people.
Oh
As
my
a bus driver, what you should be doing is driving the bus.
That's what I was doing.
No, you weren't for 30 minutes. I find it appalling, Ms. Schreling, that you've come here and sued Mr. Afik on claims for damages when you yourself have caused so much damage. Do you know what happened? Because I was late, 0.01% to my grade.
Hey, nobody care about your
Find my affidavit that I have also.
Who is David?
Dadah dia affidavit. Hey,
What's the point of the affidavit? Affidavit.
I don't know David.
Is this what law
I know
school
Thomas
like?
Stone.
Is this what?
David is a written statement confirmed by oath or affirmation for use as evidence in court.
Yes, that
That's
is
an affidavit.
Sorry, come again. What
the
is
third
all?
party that I'm suing.
Mhm.
The Singaporean people.
Oh,
She want to sue the whole
I'm
Singapore.
very
I'm also, you also affected. The Singaporean-
You?
She's suing us lah, yeah.
You.
Can we get the other
The people
witness here?
on the bus.
okay, you need to know. The Singaporean people, we have about 6 million plus people this year you want to sue, you know. This
but-
is a lot of paperwork for us. So I plead with you lah.
Were you on a
just
bus?
choose the people on
Were
the
you on a bus?
I wasn't.
Babe,
Were
if she's
you
on the
ever
bus,
on a
why
bus?
should she be here?
No. Oh,
Yes,
never take
yes,
bus.
yes.
Then you're part of the problem.
Alamak. No.
You know why?
I mean no.
Vivian, I sue you back.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
sue you back.
Yes. Then we sue you back.
We
ah.
sue you back.
We sue you back for
For misleading statements.
yes.
Wait,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people sue you back.
I still feel that I do have some sort of right because as a mom, it's really very, very stressful in this kind of situation.
Mm.
What if, touch wood, suddenly the whole bus got like 10, I don't know, 5 or 10, 20 handicapped, then how?
I also understand. I think I may have also caused the delay a little bit because
Me?
knowing that Vivian is there and there's other people who can help with your groceries, right? I must say I was very textbook person at that point of time.
The
Yeah.
thing is, just to point out, the people with disability, they can actually also go online to the company website to request for assistance. So someone will be there for them when they are taking the public transport.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we get closing statements from Mr. Afik first.
Yeah, I'm just a bus captain who have a lot of experience and is doing his job by following the regulations. And you are not handicapped. Yeah, so we can actually move you around the bus, to the front of the bus, to the back of the bus if we need to. What I would do in the future, I need to be more assertive. 5 minutes, you don't want to listen to the regulation, out you go.
I think I should be more cooperative when it comes to moving to the spot where it's not handicapped, apparently. And also to give you more like polite attitude instead of like giving you like whatever.
Vivian, anything to say?
So as you've all heard, as
Okay.
you've all heard from the closing statements,
Alamak.
an admission of fault is as good as an admission of guilt,
Alamak.
right?
Can you speak in English?
Whatever that means.
Because of that, I reopen my case.
Alamak. Okay, we are coming back with the verdict. Court is adjourned for now.
Adjourned.
Thank you. Means it kindly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe he can also find a way to like help like parents who are on it when dealing with kids.
Like give them solution lah actually.
Yeah.
Like instead of telling them, oh, pull, guys give solution.
Okay, but you know who else is guilty? Rabat one. She's the worst. All right, we have come to our verdict, but before we announce that, we'll go to our esteemed jurors. Yeah, can we please put your pedal up if you think that Mrs. Schweling is guilty. Oh, okay. Oh, some are not guilty.
Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4 guilty,
How
2,
come the
3
guy
not
actually
guilty?
Only the
Almost
guy.
half.
Ah,
Okay, that's very interesting.
okay. So the majority is guilty lah.
Majority guilty, but just by a smidge. Yeah,
right.
not a lot. Yeah, based on our affidavit. Thank you very much, jury. For us, we had troubles
Yes.
deliberating because it is quite a difficult case. Unfortunately, we do find Miss Schweling guilty.
You all do actually know who's my husband.
We don't know and we don't care.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah. Every morning for the next 3 months, you have to learn to fold a stroller and send us a video.
Yes.
You'll be given different scenarios. For example,
So stupid.
No, you need to learn how to.
no, you need to learn.
You need to learn
I
because
don't have the time to do all this kind of thing. Come on.
No,
Too bad, make
you-
time.
you
You the
have
one
to-
that brought him to court.
Yeah.
This is your consequence.
correct.
Correct.
Each day must be different situation.
Yes.
One time carry baby, one time carrying groceries,
Grocery.
one time cooking, you fall.
From this lesson, I'll just grab.
And because you're very rude, you
Yeah.
be further sentence your child for 13
Yes.
years of her life.
Yes.
My child has nothing to do with it.
Yes.
For-
Cannot use the vulgarity. Eh. Hey, then not 13, 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
Not allowed to take Grab.
Yeah.
She can only take public,
Public transport. She needs to learn.
Learn
You
how.
need to break the cycle.
Wait, I will
Yes.
not let me mix with this kind of people.
Hey, you cannot be like that. Even
That's
more.
16 years.
No, no.
You want to fight?
No, you want to fight. We give you one more.
Give one more.
You become the public transport ambassador for 1 year.
For 1 year.
The law is
yeah.
fair.
You wait.
No way.
You also will kind
You
of.
have no.
Okay.
You have nothing
You and
to
your
say.
therapist.
Okay. Order. Wow, this is a very stressful quorum. All right, for Mr. Afiq, we of course understand and empathize with you, but we have just words of wisdom, which is what Judge Sin said.
Yes.
Whenever there's a problem, please present solutions so that things
Absolutely,
can
yeah.
move more efficiently.
Yes.
But we appreciate you
Understand.
holding true to your job
Yes.
and trying to be as courteous as possible in difficult situations.
Mm.
And we agree. Maybe what you can do is also go back to the committee and talk about how you can help like mothers,
Yes.
especially like
Yes.
single mothers who are
Correct.
handling a
Yeah.
lot of things
Absolutely.
on public transport, or even single fathers
Yeah.
who are
Yes.
just on their own. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Now, Vivian. Spectacle.
I have to take off.
You take off your
Vivian.
Vivian
We
Palmero.
find you extremely guilty for causing distress to the judges, to the people of the law,
To
Okay,
the jury.
to
Hold
the
up.
jury,
Saying want to sue Singapore.
This is not proper
to
procedure.
the nation of Singapore.
Yes. Threatening to sue us, sue Mr. Afiq, sue Miss Sherling. Hey, you come up now.
You want your sentence to increase, you will stand up
Stand up.
straight. Yeah.
Like a good
Accept
student,
it. Yeah, like
stand
a
up.
good law student. You need to learn, okay?
Yes.
This
So we are sentencing you to
is not proper
one.
procedure.
Stay there.
Hey,
Stay there. Hey, jury! Jury, don't let her leave. Jury!
Everyone form
Jury!
up.
Jury! Please, respectfully, just stand there. Let us deliver the sentence and then we can all go home. Please. Okay? Oh, ya Allah.
Okay, Vivian. Okay, you chill
For
lah.
1 month.
For 1 month, we sentence you. No internet, no Wi-Fi. Hello? I continue. You need to learn how to communicate with your hands.
Yeah.
Don't eye power, eye
Don't
power.
high power. You see a problem
Ah.
such as this, you take action. Okay? Respectfully. Okay? Yeah. And that's all we wanted to say. We could have done that over email. Hey,
Yeah,
Okay.
wasting our time.
exactly.
Okay.
Got dismissed lah.
Got dismissed.
Done. Get
Done.
out. Get out. Everybody get out. Okay lah. Case closed.
I understand the regulations say that that area is meant for only wheelchair-bound passengers, but I think after today and after listening to Miss Sherling's story, more can be done with me understanding her situation and also maybe even asking the other passengers to help her out if she really needs it.
Honestly, I have no idea what the hell is going on. I feel very scrutinized. I feel there's so many sarcasm going on. And it doesn't make sense. Honestly, they will hear from my husband, who is the Chief of Justice of Singapore.
I think I really should have pushed the point of suing the Singaporean people. Okay, Miss Sherling, no angel. Okay, Mr. Afiq, super slow. But if you really think about it, what's the main problem here? Singaporean people. If I sue the Singaporean people, doesn't that include me?
Phew, guess Judge Zain. Thank goodness we weren't thrown under the bus in
Oh.
that one.
Yeah, correct. Long bus that one.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Don't throw your friends under the bus. Think
Yeah.
fast.